Leading a multinational corporation is almost like flying a jet pilot. You need to adjust the strategy all the time. And if your organization members don't understand the strategy the same way, when there is a sudden change coming from outside from the world, it's really hard to have everybody adjust to the same direction. So that's one of the reasons why it's extremely important to have a shared understanding. Some of our colleagues in the corporates this morning in our event, they shared very nice examples of how they constantly communicate the strategy, discuss it, usually have a very dialogical approach to it, like town hall meetings when something happens, which are then transmitted through video. It means a lot of intense communication and sharing, and particularly discussing about the meanings of the strategy. The communication infrastructure has changed actually tremendously in the last 10 and even 20 years. 20 years ago, we still were asking what is internet and what are emails. And 10 years ago, we didn't talk about any social media. I think Facebook had just launched. It's not anymore the communications unit in the corporations that can control the communication, and everybody has actually access to the tools to communicate with everybody in the corporate. Our research at aalto-Yliopisto Business School obviously aims at responding to the challenges of the modern world. So, for instance, taking an example from the organizational communication, the newest theory is called communication as constitutive of organizing or organizations. We don't perceive communication anymore only as an instrument with which we communicate meanings that we're prepared and thought about to the receivers. But in fact, we understand that in this kind of a world where everybody is able to communicate, the meanings are constructed, created, and consumed at the same time in common practices, and that's what communication is constituted for organizing means.